So, you wanna play Crocodile in OP14? Let's go through it. Crocodile is actually a 5 life leader with 5k power and a black type of leader, which means we will play from cost effect and trash. He actually has Baroque Rocks and 7 Warlords as a type, but 7 Warlord is not very useful. You can't actually remove enemy by your effect, so running a card like Samark's Mouse or other type of card is kinda useless. One of his active main is to KO one of your ally and reduce the cost of 10 to 1 of any enemy character. That will be really useful in all the cards we run in this deck. And every time you KO a card, you have the option to trash 2 cards from the top of your deck, so this can be helpful to bring a lot of cards in your trash. So we run many cards that benefit from KO effect and cost effect, basically. Let's jump into the card with Mr. 2 that allows us to play one character with a type, including BW and a cost of 5 or less from our hand or trash, which is very important because, as we said before, we can mill 2 cards every time we use the effect. So we have a lot of cards in trash and we have a lot of options in trash. And we'll see what are the options next. This card is really the main card of our deck because with all the options we have, it can adapt to almost all the deck. What are the options for Mr. 2 actually? In the first place you can play everything, but what we really want to play is a 5-cost character that we cheat out for free. One of the most important one is Miss Doublefinger Zala, who brings +2 to almost to all of our cards. And this +2 can be seemed like not very important, but in many cases it can help us to avoid being removed from the field or some weird effects that can happen to us are all avoided by these cards. So very useful. The other option is Mr. 1 does Bones, who gain Character Rush if there is a 8 cost or a 0 cost on the field, and he can actually rest up one of the opponent character with a cost of 0. So we will always have the effect if we bring him from Bone Clay by the leader effect. So we can rest anything we want. That can be blockers or card we want to swing at that is not rested. Very interesting mechanics. And we have Mr. 5 Jam that let us draw 2 cards and trash 1 from our hand. The only condition is to have a 0 cost character in the enemy field, so it's okay. We only, like Mr. 1, we will always have it if we use the leader effect before. Very useful if you want to tank or to play it way slower and just survive. You actually have another blocker, which is Mr. 4 Babe, and you can on KO bring 1 card from your trash and add it to your hand. So once again we play with our trash. Our trash is really important in this deck because every time you KO something with Crocodile you have the possibility to mill 2 cards on top of your decks, so it can really go really fast in the trash. Babe actually help us bringing 2k from our trash, or maybe some card we actually mill with our leader effect that we want in our hand. So he's like, yeah, I missed the card, but let's go, I'll take it back. On one cost character we have Miss Golden Week and Miss Merry Christmas, which both help us recycle. So, in this deck we have two types of searchers. We have Miss Valentine, Mikita, that look at the top 4 of a card and bring one. The other are Trashed and Disappointed, which basically do the same, but it has a trigger effect that activates the main card effect, which is very helpful in some case. And now we are gonna see what we're gonna do in our first round and all the round we're following. So in first place we want to play Miss Valentine, the Searcher, or Disappointed if we have it. We basically want to find Mr. 2, so we can play him the next round and trash all the other options that we could maybe bring from the next round, like all we've seen before, to adapt from the other leader and the character on the board. Then the second round is really simple. If we are second, we play Bone Clay for 4 down, and if we are first, we either choose to play some Searcher if we didn't find Bone Clay on the first turn, or maybe we just swing at the enemy leader. It depends on the matchup and the situation, but obviously we want to be second, so we just want to play Bone Clay on the second round. For the third round we want to play a 5 cost if we can, or KO one of our Bone Clay on the board to bring 2 5 cost in one round. Or we maybe just want to keep the Bone Clay and swing with it. Don't forget to swing with it first if you KO it. So it really depends on what we want, on what we are against. At 7 cost, if we can, at 7 or 8, we want to play Miss All Sunday. And because this character allows us to play 2 characters from our trash, one which is a 4 cost and another 1 cost. So we have a lot of combo, if you can say it, where we can play Mr. 2 into a Searcher and try to find a 9 cost Crocodile, or we can bring up a blocker, and it depends on the situation. You have a lot of variation. For example, you can also play Mr. 2 into KO, into playing a Mr. 1 with Miss Wednesday, where you reduce minus 3000 to one of your opponent character. So it can be useful to clear some board. After that we have what we call the chain croc, where you play a lot of 8 cost croc in a row. Basically you play this card, you stand 1 up to 9 cost or lower, which means he can't attack in the next round. And you can KO it and trash 1 card from your hand, and you basically play it again, so you do the effect 2 times in a row, which is really strong. And again, we'll see many decision making. Yeah, that's the part of the video where we see decision making. So in this case, we have Shanks and Low and Beeple against us. In our hand, we have those 3 cards. What do you do? How do you find out how to be safe for the next round? So I can let you play pause and think about it, but the solution is actually this. We play the 8 cost Croc, we stand the Shanks, because it's 7, and now we can reduce minus 10 to Low and Beeple. We trash the card, and we play once again the Croc, so we have double stun. That's basically how it works. So for this one we have 3 cards on the board, but you want to freeze all of them. First of all, we're gonna play the 8 cost Croc and freeze the first Shanks. We want to KO it by our leader effect and trash the Disappointed. We reduce the cost of the Piranha and we play again the Croc so we can stun the Shanks. But now we're actually stuck and we need something to freeze the Piranha. And the thing is Haute Couture Patchwork, which allows us to maintain the state of a card So if it's rested, it will stay rested until the end of the turn for the opponent. So this is the way we can actually do some triple stun or triple freeze, call it as you want. Then we have another tips, which is to play Mr. 2 and Mr. 1 to basically rest a blocker if you want to finish the game and have a Mr. 2 on the board. This is a way where you can surprise the enemy by actually rest one of the opponent's blocker and swing at face. Or you can even have the same result with maybe more done by using Ground Death to negate the effect of one of your opponent character if the cost is 5 or less. You can even do it to greater cost, but by using the leader effect and KO one of your cards. So this is the way you deal against blocker, and that's for it for the video, I think. I will maybe upload a lot of video on how to deal against some matchups that you will usually face off. So if you enjoy the video, try to start something here, so if you can support, will be very helpful and will mean a lot. So thank you and see you again.